Hello, you guys. It is the morning of my Makeup by Hosway class. So I just want to show you guys what I'm wearing to class today. My top is from Express. It's just a cami. Jeans are from American Eagle. Sandal, one is from Lulu's. The jacket is old, but I can probably find one from Express to link for you guys. It's just a white blazer. And my necklace is from Express. My bag I got in Italy, but it's just like a huge black bag. So here we go. Alright, you guys, I made it here, so I'm gonna go ahead and head inside. It's actually 9:03, so I made actually really good time for Boston traffic in the morning. So I'm quite early, so I'm just gonna go in, and then that way I can get settled as soon as they open the doors. Should we sit just all the way in? Yeah.
See my girls. Yeah. See girls? Yeah. Just all girls again? Yeah. All the girls love it. It's fun to be lit right now, girls. These bags are lit. Everything's lit. Yeah. Hosway. I'm Hosway. And I am I'm a makeup artist. I guess you call me a beauty influencer too. But yeah, from Los Angeles. Born and raised West Hollywood, but then raised in Hollywood. But yeah, your beauty is something that I've always had a passion for. Even my sister back in the day, I've been into her hair since I was literally, she was like 10. And she was the most late little girl. Like, late. She had the bundle and throwing back. But I know that's always what I want to do. And of course, being in LA, well, I mean, you guys are in Boston too. Like, anywhere there's brides, there's gonna be money. Because and you guys are around a lot of brides. I feel like everybody in Boston, like, I think brides. I think Boston people are beautiful brides, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, beautiful, like, views.
It's kind of water, by the water.
And as an artist, if you are working right, booking your clients right, you can make your entire plans, everything in one little wedding, you know? Boom, 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 out. Little tips, good to go. Everything else you're doing that month is like, you know, artist work, creative work, but just make sure you're booking your clients right. But regardless if you're here for just to learn how to do makeup on yourself today, your significant other's gonna hate you because you're about to take an hour longer. Sorry, I wasn't breathing too. This brush here, like, look, sometimes it's not you, it's just probably your brush. Because some cut creases, you're like, man, no, that's not for me. But with this brush, just wait till you get to that cut crease. And the same thing with the brow. If you can cut a brow, you can cut your cut crease, okay, trust me. Cut crease is not that hard. Even though it seems intimidating, it's not. She's like, really? So, I always do it in parts, so part one, and I'm starting part two right now.
You want to get as close as possible to the top, right?
Yeah, just right up there, right up there. And me personally, even if you just brought a concealer like your regular shade, that's fine. Just you always want to buy a concealer 2 times the shade lighter than your actual color for your eyes, because your eyes always should be primed. Especially if you're trying to do a blues, yellow, the house down look. You need a really, really light base for those blues and yellows to show up. And you can always tone down the edges, but you have to start with a bright base. So if you're noticing like, man, this color never show up on me, it's just go light on the base. Just go light on the base. You can always tone it down later. I always go light on the base. And I always bring this down because we will be priming the eyes with our concealer. Please also clean up the next side, and after that we will be pulling out another brush in just 1 second. If you could just have your pink brush set close by you. Also, please be mindful of your neighbor. This is, the Boston beauty community. I don't want them to go home and be like, man, she had her stuff on my side the entire time. I'm like, Mom, I was telling her, like, I was even hinting, Mom, I should a little bit. Shush.
When you're bringing down the concealer, are you just patting it down or kind of just like sweeping it down?
With this brush, the goal is to get it on. And with the next brush we use is going to be the buffiness, like the flawless buffer. This is just here with the product on. Well, we took a train from New York, and it was probably one of the most beautiful things that I've ever. Have you guys done that? Taking a train to New York?
No.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my
I
god.
used to live there.
Huh?
I used to live there.
Yeah, it was like a really nice, really nice view, really nice train, big old seats. I was like, oh. Yeah, it was really nice. I recommend you guys take it to the city one day.
See a lot of weird stuff though.
No, it's not that type of train.
Oh. I was about to say,
It was like 360 for us.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was like really nice.
Whoever is in there.
No, I thought it was gonna be like that, but it's a whole other section.
We were ready, yeah, we were ready.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I have my clutches, I have my pearls in my bag.
Yeah.
and everything.
the subway in New York is not right. That's type of thing. That's not
I was clutched all my pearls, okay?
It's such a nice thing.
She said, really? You seen something? They saw me sleeping, that's for sure. I have my little neck mask to put on the airplane. That's it. Alright, so now please take out your pink brush set, and we'll be taking out one more brush. Very special. One of our very own past friends that is hanging out is started home makeup line, because she has gifted everybody her new palette, and it's legit, it's lit. Like, she did a really good job. So we'll be using her class today. But she wants to walk. I'm proud of her. Smart girl.
If anyone needs tissue, I have it over here.
So we will be taking out, my sister's holding it up to the screen. She's a little thick. She's definitely made for creams. Okay? She's definitely made for creams. If you wouldn't blend an eyeshadow with this, you would definitely blend some creams out. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Please take out your setting powder.
Setting powder.
Sister, what's my favorite powder?
Your favorite powder is the RCMA, just like so. It has no flashback, it's no color, it's perfect for setting anything. Okay. RCMA.
RCMA, no color setting powder. Look, I love a good Laura Mercier. Love her, she's my girl. But she ain't really translucent. She got a kickback to her. And especially if you put that on a girl with more of a deeper skin tone, you'll see a little more of a goldy, kind of like, not goldy, I wish it was goldy, like a gray caps to it. This one here, truly Hollywood secret. They never change their packaging, they're like old school. It comes in this size or a tub, and everybody in Hollywood loves it. Macy's does sell it, and you guys will have access to their, you guys will all have your own online account with them. If you already sent in my seminar, you already know how it works. So when you log on to Macy's, you have your own profile, shows up your own discounts. We send that all up for you guys, and that can last forever. So you guys will see this powder on there at a reduced rate. It's only like $12.
Yeah.
A little Hollywood secret, I'm telling you. So I will be taking this, and this is the secret behind like the airbrush base. Now I'm going to start blending in all the edges. I blend the edges in first, and then I touch everything else. I'm not putting any more product. I'm just taking what I already have on my lid and blending it out with this brush. And you guys will see it almost makes an airbrush, right?
No, we didn't do it.
Oh, no more product. If you would like to put a little more product, by all means. I'm sure you guys have enough already.
I would use a beauty blender instead of a brush. It looks more different.
I don't like it. You like using beauty blender?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I like it too. It's just I feel like with the beauty blender, I get messy with it. I start touching my brows,
And you look like your
my
eyelashes high.
Yeah, my lashes look white. So I feel like with this, and with this brush, it literally gives it that like UK, like right now makeup's all about the UK style, like momental, like with really blown out looks. And by buffing it out and then starting, it's gonna give you the blown out looks. Like that really, and even like the New Englanders, they straight like prime all this. Because they bring the color up. But today we're not gonna be that crazy no more. It's gonna be very, something you guys could use and really make profit off of it if you guys want to like start, you know, if you have one good look, you turn it out, but you know, one. Also, I'm not taking you guys in Halo Eye because Halo Eyes aren't for everybody's eye. Especially if you got somebody with an almond shaped eye and you give them a Halo Eye, like, oh, that's fine. I mean, it's beautiful, but it doesn't really complement the eye as well as an almond shape. You give them like a cat shaped sultry, it's like, and that's what we're gonna do in class. If you are buffing out creams, you always want to use a synthetic brush. Do not ruin your good hair brushes, your your boar hair brushes, whatever brushes you're using, on creams because it's gonna tug those hairs out. You want to use synthetic fibers for creams. They'll buff it out. It's gonna help you, and also blending creams with with actual fibers, like hair fibers from like whatever they're using, is a little more difficult, and you guys will see that. This here is just like a little buffing. If you guys want to add a little more concealer just in the center, just to really make sure everything's nice and even, by all means. But after this, we will be directly setting the lid with the same brush. And like I said, I'm going to take a little bit of my setting powder now. Okay. And the one thing is directly with the pink brush we just used, right? I'm going to ever so lightly dip it into the powder and just start powdering that anywhere you put creams. And this is a base that your bride is going to wake up and be like, oh, my makeup's still looks phenomenal. You still got it on? I didn't want to take it off. I'm like, okay. It's your wedding day. I'll let it slide. Because I don't want my bride to come and be like, hey, that primer you used, I'm like, I don't think I have eyeshadow left. Like, it's kind of gummy. Because sometimes that Urban Decay will leave your eyeshadows gummy. I don't know what's happened to you, but it's happened to me. She did me dirty. So me and her, we ain't homegirls anymore. But when that came out, oh my God, primer potion was like everybody wanted a $22, $28 bottle of primer potion. Now it's like, I mean, I love the primer potion, but no, absolutely not. I need a quick concealer because the way these eyeshadows are set up now, primer potion just ain't. And then it's this. It used to be it. And since we've already done all that beautiful work, this color should just like fall right in, right? Yeah. Not like fall, but like, it takes a little effort, but it should be easier than going in straight with that dark brown eyeshadow on your eye first. That would have been a mess, like just dark brown first. Yeah. And that's what you have to understand with these eyeshadows and with these blends, it's all a look, it's all transition. It's coming together, right? Cut that crease in a little bit. Scared. And if everybody just pays attention really fast, you can also always take the first brush we use, which is brush number E60, where we have the nice beautiful transition on it. You can always take this and go over the edges if you feel like, ooh, hair a little dark up there. Just to kind of tone it down on both sides. And that should always be your transition brush. And that's why I stopped up to those three shades on this brush. So you can always clean up the edges. And go back in with the brush number E61 and continue on. Does that make sense? I'm going to add a little more of that dark brown, then we'll move on.
And you can blend
blend with the same small E61
Yeah.
or blend the other one?
You can go with the other one. I like this one. You go with the E61 if you feel like you're getting it a little messy.
Okay.
But I like to keep this precise application and then take the E61 to just do the edges.
I can't like that one darker than that one. That's okay though.
Like this is the one that I like.
Yeah, just like the outer corner of that one needs deepening.
And just when you think you're done blending, blend a little more.
What about now?
Yeah.
I'm like interrupting your blending. My bad.
No, that's okay.
That was a bad.
This is Boston era, that's why I'm snapping it today. Oh, good. This looks good. Start off really cute and pink, kind of high in this set. We're going in now. We're going in. But I just want you guys to see at any point you could have stopped that, threw a little shimmer on, and it could have been a look. Right? Especially if it's a nice looking quinceañera, a little sweet 16. You can put it on a little bit, but we're going to keep going. But I want you guys to stop at certain levels and throw a little lash on, call it a day. You can brush over E60, which is our first brush we use, and going over those edges. Mrs. Andrea Lee.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah, what's it gonna happen?
My maiden name is Max.
Okay. You know what? The marriage makes things a little complicated. Mrs. Yes, congratulations.
All right, you guys, I just got back from the class. So before I get into what is in my goodie bag, I just wanted to give you an overall feel of the class. So I did enjoy the class. I'm really glad that I did it. I did meet a couple people out of the class, so that was really cool. And you know, we all support each other on social media, so that's awesome. But as far as learning things in the class, I did kind of learn how to do things better with different devices. For example, I'm somebody that usually does my brows with a pencil, and today we did them with a powder. I'm normally someone who applies my foundation with a beauty blender, and today we did it with a brush. I did make a couple mistakes throughout the class, but I learned from them, so that's good. That's always kind of what you want from a class, is if you aren't really learning anything new, you know, you're just correcting some mistakes that you may have made along the way. So let's go ahead and jump into the goodie bag. And Kina, are you gonna join us? Yes. So, okay, so a couple of the things in this are kind of geared towards people that are actually practicing makeup artists to help them build their kit or restock their kit. So there's a few like mass quantities of things, and that's why. So the first one is just some Paris Girl cosmetic sponges of various shapes and sizes. We have a microfiber sponge, which I actually did like in the class. We didn't use it very much, so I definitely will be playing with this guy a little bit more. The big item that we got was this mirror. So this is just a vanity mirror. I'll just show it to you this way. It tilts all different angles. It does have a compartment in the back for batteries, and then it has LED lights all around. This was by the brand Beauty Creations, which you'll see a lot from that brand. I thought we were going to get one from Impressions Vanity, but to me, it doesn't really matter. It's probably gonna serve the same purpose. So I'm okay with it not being the Impressions Vanity one. Okay, next we got an eyelash curler, some spoolies or mascara applicators. You can also use those for brow gel. We got a tweezers. Everybody had a little notepad and pen at their station. However, I took a little notebook. I didn't write too much down, but I did jot down a couple of notes as we were going. We got another makeup sponge. This one was very similar to like the Morphe sponges or Real Technique sponges. In here we got this is our lash bag. So I didn't put the lashes on because I have eyelash extensions currently and I didn't want to mess them up. But the lashes we got are from J-Lash, and they gave you one natural and one volume. Sorry, I'm struggling to get it out of the bag. However, in my opinion, these aren't very realistic lashes. These are like, the natural ones are like twice as long as my natural lashes. So, I probably wouldn't ever wear these except for maybe on like YouTube. But, I know some girls that wear, fake lashes are kind of more into the larger lashes, but for me personally, no. And I feel like if you're doing like weddings and stuff, a lot of people aren't gonna want the super dramatic ones, but you never know. So if you are practicing makeup artists, it might be good to add those to your collection. Had I put lashes on in the class, I think I would have preferred to bring my own, just to be a little more comfortable with them, because those like go up to my eyebrows. It's kind of crazy. However, we did get this cute little travel case. Just gonna show you guys really quickly. So it's like a compact, and then you open it, you can put 3 sets of lashes in here, and then it has a mirror as well. You can also store like your glue, and you can probably store your tweezers in there as well. So that was kind of cool. I'm gonna try to go through this quickly because there is a lot. Okay, so we got this cute little pink pouch, and in it we got a bunch of brushes. Sorry about that. We got a bunch of pink brushes. We did use a good amount of the brushes that we were given in the class. We were also told to bring brushes, so I brought like a brush for everything, and I didn't use a single one of my brushes. So I would say if you're gonna take the class, maybe just bring some of your favorite brushes, just in case you don't get as many brushes in your goodie bag. But we used a lot of the brushes and I didn't use any of mine. Okay, and then also in this bag was our lip stuff. So we got 3 different lipsticks, all kind of like nudie shades. The packaging is super cute. It's like the MAC shape, but it's like a matte texture, so super cool. And then we got, here's some more brushes. See, we got a good amount of brushes. There's some more brushes. And then we got a whole bunch of eyeliners, or not eyeliners, sorry, lip liners. I will say that these lip liners, however, are kind of dry. So they're not super creamy or anything. And the lip products are matte, so make sure that you are nice and hydrated prior to the class. We also got some brow products. So we got eyebrow pencils, all with spoolies on the end, so that's really nice. I believe we got 3 of those. So that would be something that would be good to put in a kit so that you have different shades of brow products. It looks like we also got an eyeliner, just a black eyeliner pencil. And then we got a face shaver, and this is a big one. But this would be probably more for like cleaning up your brows. However, I do do facial shaving, so I have a video on that. I'll link it below if you guys are curious as to what I mean by that. So we also got a sharpener in there. It must have fallen out, but there's the cap. So we can sharpen all of those pencil products. Quickly, I'll just show you the other brushes that we got. So we got an 8-piece set of eye brushes. So we did use a good number of these. As you can see, they're a little bit dirty, but these are just really good staple brushes. You have your blending brushes, the concealer brushes, smudger brushes, detail brushes. So this is a good set to have. We also got, this was like the star of the show. Everybody was like, yes. So this is what is called a glitter applicator, and it is just a silicone applicator, like spatula kind of, and it has cute little hearts in it that go up and down, but this applied glitter beautifully. So if you guys like to work with glitter, one of these would be great to have in your collection. This is just one by Beauty Creations. We also got a velour puff. So this is really good to stick your finger in and use as like a barrier between your client's face and your hand. So when you're doing brows, eye makeup, these are really good to have in your kit if you are a practicing makeup artist. For me, I don't know if this will get any use. Maybe when I'm practicing on my friends. Okay, we got a Pro Matte Oil Setting Control Spray. So this is a setting spray. I probably will be giving this away because it's matte and that's not really my thing. We also got 2 other sprays. These were gifted by LA Girl. So we just have the setting spray, fix and set makeup, and then we have the shimmer spray. So finishing spray for face and body. We also got some duo glue for those lashes. We got a poreless face primer. I did use this in the class and it was quite mattifying, which my skin was already dry going into the class. And when I put my foundation on top of this, it just made me look so dry. We also applied our foundation with a brush, which I'm not used to doing. So I did go a little heavy on the foundation just because a brush applies a little bit more because it's not getting soaked up by the sponge. And so I will probably be giving this away to a friend. I'll try to use it when I'm a little more hydrated, but I can't really speak to how good it is, but it is mattifying, I will say that. So the brand of the microfiber sponge is Clean Color, clean with a K. So that's just the little baggie that it came in. We also got a makeup palette and spatula. I took my makeup palette, so I will probably be putting this in a giveaway for you guys. I did, however, use the spatula during the class, so I will be keeping that. Okay, I think I've made it through all of the tools and stuff, so I'm going to jump into the palettes that we got. So the first is LA Girls I Heart Makeup Contour Palette. We did not use this in the class, but it does have a good amount of shades in it, so we'll be playing with that. Let's see, we got a blush palette. I'll just open all of these really quickly to show you. We did use this in the class. Next, we got a contour and highlight palette. I only used the highlight from this palette in the class, just because the shades are a little dark for me, but it has a good range of shades. My desk is going to be covered by the time we're done with this. I also got a highlight and contour palette, and I did use the contour in this palette. And it was actually a really good shade for me, so that's always good. And then we got a brow kit, which we used in the class. Okay, now let's jump into some of the eyeshadow palettes. So this is the Alicia palette. We did not use this in the class, but there's a very large selection of shades in here, and there's mattes and shimmers in here as well. We got the Splash of Hues palette. We did not use this in the class either, but more bright shades. These are all matte except for this indigo shade. We got the Boss Babe palette. We did not use this in the class, but it's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of a Huda Beauty palette. Beautiful warm shades. We got the Annette 69 palette. We did use this in the class. Ooh. I know it's upside down, but there's a mirror on the bottom. So these glitters, I have this glitter on my eyes, and with that silicone applicator, it applied beautifully. So these glitters are awesome. We also got the Seduce Me palette. We did use this in class. So this is kind of more of like a day-to-day palette, along with the Boss Babe palette. Kind of more wearable. day-to-day shades, a good mix of matte and shimmers in here. However, there are some pops of color if you want to jazz things up a little bit. And then lastly, we actually had this girl in our class. So she's actually a 16-year-old girl, and she has started her own cosmetics brand. So this is the palette by her. It's called the Bee Fly palette, and we did use this in the class. So this one's kind of fun because it has more of like the day-to-day shades, but then it has all these bright pops of colors. So you can really kind of play with this palette and do some fun looks. So we actually didn't have a fully sold out class. So for the giveaways, I think they had like 23 palettes or something like that to give away. And I'm not sure if everybody got one, but my number was chosen. And so I won the Smashbox LA Cover Shot palette. And this is just a really good everyday palette. And it comes with an eyeliner. So you can kind of see it has little color stories, but you can mix and match the whole palette as well. So my cat is literally in the bag. So that didn't last long. Lastly, we all received a folder, and so in the folder, we just kind of got some tips and tricks for different eye shapes, different face shapes, kind of cheat sheets for everyone to kind of make everyone look their best. And then we got some face charts to just practice on. And I found the pencil sharpener. So this is just has the two different sizes. So if you're using a small pencil or more of like a chunky one, you can use it for both. So we got a lot of stuff back here, as you can tell. I am going to be putting some of the products that I didn't use and I know that I won't use into a giveaway for you guys. Just because they don't work for me doesn't mean they won't work for somebody else, and we might as well spread the wealth, let everybody get a little bit. So lastly, we all got a certificate of completion. So this says, this certification states that Andrea Santacruz completed all requirements of the Glamour by Hosway Master Makeup Artistry Program Makeup 101 on the 27th day of August 2019, Boston, Massachusetts. Proof of training, and then it just has his signature and everything, and the Honor Achievement Excellence stamp at the bottom. So we also got Namies Pro discount, which means that any products at Namies we will be able to get a discount on. So things like brands like Cover FX, Anastasia, will be able to get 40% off of them, and that does not expire. So that is awesome. And I'm sure as soon as my friends hear that, they will be hitting me up to get them some things. So the way that that works is they're going to reach out to us and we will complete the paperwork needed, and we will receive that in a couple of days. So that is quite exciting. Now, for overall thoughts on would I recommend this class, I would say if you are someone who likes makeup, wants to get better at doing makeup, wants to pursue being a makeup artist, or somebody who already is a makeup artist but is very new or very small, like a small business person, then I would recommend this class to you. If you are someone who has been a makeup artist for years, you're really good, I would say that this class is not worth it to you. You could probably do more master level classes that would be more beneficial for you. This is kind of like a beginner level class. So just keep that in mind. However, so the class was $400, and I found out that you can earn different certificates by taking up to 3 of his classes. So these are just the one-day classes, not his master makeup program that he does out in LA. This is just when he does his traveling tours. So that is something that you can qualify for, and you get a different certification each time. In my class, we had 2 girls that had completed their second class. One of the girls that was sitting next to me, she is actually planning on doing the 3rd class because she needs it for a job that she would like to pursue. So just something to keep in mind for if you are considering the class. So it is $400. However, in my opinion, it was worth it for me. I'm not a makeup artist, and I am just passionate about makeup, but I really wanted to take this class to kind of better my YouTube, better my personal makeup skills, hopefully share that with some other people in the future. I wanted to see what kind of products that we would try. I wanted to learn new techniques, and of course get the certification, because that's just really cool to have, and I am glad that I did it. So if you guys have any questions about the class, just be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and hopefully I will be able to answer them for you guys. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.